Is this public? 1 Ben Boyd Road, Neutral Bay. Yep.
Firecom, pump 53 blue. Firecom, pump 53 blue, we are code 1 to number 1 Ben Boyd Road, Neutral Bay, over.
Firecom, receive your code 1 to number 1 Ben Boyd Road, Neutral Bay, channel 2.
Firecom, pump of 53 blue.
Pump 53.
Firecom, pump 53, code 3 at number 1 Ben Boyd Road, Neutral Bay. Member of the public on scene will liaise and investigate further, over.
Firecom, receive liaise member of the public will investigate further, channel 2.
G'day mate,
Hello.
Thanks for coming. I'm really sorry to get you out, but I was standing on the platform over there and I dropped my keys and wallet down a hole. Do you think you'd be able to help me out?
Yeah, okay, give us a sec, we'll go and have a look, we'll see if we can help you out.
Alright, it's just over here, I'll show you where it is. Yeah, just down here the hole is. I can't believe I dropped them down there. It's pretty deep, and you see how deep it is. Right, there's a hole there, you can see how deep it is. It goes down a long way.
Yeah, okay, we'll leave it with us and we'll see what we can do for you. I'll just get you to wait on the grass for me. Thanks. Okay guys, let's have a look what we've got.
Boss, I think we might have a confined space. What do you think?
Yeah, it could be. We'll have to have a look around and see what we're dealing with. If it is, we'll have to follow the confined space entry requirements.
The IC must determine whether the space is a confined space. If it is, the IC must assess the risks of entry and determine whether work can be done without entering the space. The IC should consider the equipment available and training and skills of those required to enter. The IC should also determine if there is an existing risk assessment or entry permit available on site.
I think we might have an access point or a door down there that might make it a little bit easier for us.
Yeah, let's go have a look. Alright, let's have a good look around, see what we've got. Okay, let's go back to the pump. Okay guys, you can strip down to your blues and just get the gas detector ready. I'm going to send a message to comms.
Righto.
Firecom, pumper 53 blue. Firecom, pump 53 blue. We're dealing with a confined space It looks to be a hatch leading to a drainage pit. A member of the public has asked Fire and Rescue to access and retrieve his property. We're currently completing the entry permit and risk assessment and planning to enter. SA 53 is IC, assuming Ben Boyd command, an offensive strategy. Over.
Fire comms received pump 53. You're dealing with a confined space being a drainage pit. Member of the public has asked Fire and Rescue to access and retrieve property. You're completing an entry permit, risk assessment and preparing to enter. SA 53 is IC, assuming Ben Boyd command and offensive strategy. Channel please.
Only a person trained in confined space entry can enter the space. Firefighters may enter the space without a permit only if rescuing a person or providing first aid. Risks must still be assessed and eliminated or minimised. A risk assessment and entry permit form must be used whenever entry is required to a confined space, at an incident, a training exercise, or when pre-incident planning at a site. The IC must ensure it is completed by a competent person who has training in confined space entry. Not all points listed on this form will be relevant in the example shown in this video. Identifying hazards is a critical part of the incident action plan at any confined space incident. During hazard identification, the atmosphere, services, strategies for entering, exiting and working inside a space, other possible hazards, and initial atmospheric monitoring are all reviewed at this point.
Okay guys, now that we've decided on the other hazards, we're going to have to take some air samples of the air outside. That way we'll have a bit of a better idea of what we're dealing with. Firefighter Sullivan, could you get the gas detector for me and we'll take some samples, thanks.
We've got the detector, boss. We've put the pocket line in. Are we going to, now we've done the samples in the atmosphere, are we going to lower it in?
Yeah, I'm going to record them as you do it.
Right, okay. We're currently on the outside, we've got everything showing 0 and 20.8% oxygen, so the atmosphere is fine.
Okay.
Lower it in, boss?
Yep.
Atmospheric monitoring must be conducted before entry by a competent person with training in atmospheric monitoring. The gas detector must be checked for accuracy before use.
There you go, that's down about 2.5 metres. Leave it for 2 minutes, make sure it takes a good reading.
Yep.
There you go, boss. Oxygen, 20.8. All other readings are 0.
Okay, thank you.
Atmospheric readings need to be taken with a gas detector at various points, at the bottom, middle, and top of the space. These readings are then recorded on the risk assessment and entry permit form. The lower explosive limit should be less than 5% for firefighters to enter the space. Firefighters may work up to 10% lower explosive limit if the atmosphere is being monitored. Firefighters must immediately leave the space if the lower explosive limit is equal to or greater than 10%.
What's the wind speed, boss?
It's,
Zero-
that's
zero
how
to
fast the
five?
wind's going.
Yeah.
Now the IC will determine an incident action plan and create a mud map based on the risks that have been identified. This may include risks associated with ventilation, respiration, isolation, or PPC. The IC will also develop a rescue plan. This area of the form assists the IC to plan out the incident action plan and to highlight the rescue plan that may be in place. The mud map should provide an overview of what needs to happen, including things such as the risks, where atmospheric monitoring is being undertaken, isolation points, placement of rescue systems and fall arrest systems, ventilation points and equipment, and any other hazards. There must be a rescue plan with a nominated standby person, usually the IC. The standby person must not leave while people are in the space. First aid must be in place and communications established.
Okay guys, the gas detector has shown that the air is safe in there, but we'll access it from the bottom so we don't have to go up and down that ladder. We'll open the hatch, and that way we'll get natural ventilation. We'll take advantage of that, but because we're going to be away from this section, we'll put some barrier tape across here to stop other people falling down. Okay?
Yep.
Okay, so when we open it up from below, we're going to see if we can get the items out without actually entering. Right? If we do have to enter, Firefighter O'Brien, you'll go into the space wearing a harness with a line attached. You'll have a BA on an extension line. Also, we'll take a gas detector. Make sure you keep it going in there in case things change, and you'll need a radio as well.
Yep.
Okay, Firefighter Campbell, you'll be the nominated backup person in the event of a rescue. So you need to be ready to go in case anything happens to Firefighter O'Brien. So I'll be the standby person. Only Campbell and O'Brien will go in unless I specifically give you a direction to enter. Is it understood, everyone?
Yes, boss.
Yep.
Okay, I've filled out the register. I just have to get you to initial there.
No worries, boss.
Okay. Thank you. We all ready?
Yep.
Yep, let's go. IC to Firefighter O'Brien, provide a CAN report, please.
Firefighter O'Brien to IC. I'm currently monitoring the atmospheric conditions. All detector readings are showing normal. I will advise you if there are any changes. I have currently located the items and I'm proceeding towards them. Over.
Message received. Monitoring the atmosphere. Everything is normal. Over. Firecom, SA Pump 53, Ben Boyd Control, Blue.
Ben Boyd Command, possibly message.
Firecom, Ben Boyd Command, incident is contained. Crews have entered the confined space to retrieve items. Items have been retrieved. All persons accounted for. Pump 53 remaining in attendance. Over.
Firecom to Ben Boyd Command. Incident is contained. Crew entered the confined space and assisted retrieval of items. All persons are accounted for. Pump 53 remaining on scene. Channel 2.
Thanks, John.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Thanks for your help.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no problem.
Thanks.
All right.
See you later. Have a
nice
good day.
Bye bye. Firecom, SO Pump 53, Ben Boyd, command, green.
Ben Boyd command, pump green message.
Firecom, Ben Boyd, command, green. Incident is now complete. Pump 53 is now code 4 and returning to station. Over.
Firecom to Ben Boyd command, incident is now complete. Pump 53 is code 4 to station. Channel feed.
On return to station, scan and email the form to your zone office for storage in trim. The form must be kept for 28 days or 2 years if a notifiable incident has occurred.